Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to take another look here at Crow, kind of see what's going on. And if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just love teaching people how to trade. Hopefully you can learn something here today. CryptoCache.tech is the website if you'd like to become a better trader. I have a trading academy and community where we all learn and grow together. We have weekly roundtable discussions and also send out signals for every single trade that I take. So it's an awesome experience. Check that out too so you kind of know how to structure your trades effectively. There's a really good takeaway there. So take a look here at Crow. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the one-day chart and work our way down. I think that's the most important to kind of get a well-rounded understanding of everything. One-day chart, of course, tells us a lot right now. So we're kind of stuck in between these interesting moving averages. So it's advantageous, of course, that we're above the 200-day SMA. That's extremely important because it's taken some time to catch up with that recent price hike. Therefore, the fact that the 200 is coming here to basically work as a support is extremely important. So just know that the fact that we've slowly progressed downward for Crow recently is actually extremely important to build that foundation of volume. Because if we look at the volume too, there's a tremendous amount of volume in the price points between 40 and 57 cents. Okay, so that's also good. We have a lot of volume, and more importantly, though, we're up over the 200-day SMA, but we're trending closer to the 50. I would like to be above the 50-day SMA to consider this to be a positive thing. In other words, yes, it's nice to see KuCoin back up a good 9%, but if we can get that extra 5 or 6% to close above 43 cents, we're going to be in really good shape. Because that's not only a key level Fibonacci retracement line, but it's also the 50-day SMA, and the 50-day SMA has worked notoriously as a strong support and or resistance. So you can see the strong support here until it lost, of course, on the 17th of February. And of course, previously as well, it can work as support. It's not a definitive line, don't get me wrong. It never has, it's not like a line in the sand where you just, as soon as you cross it, you're good to go. But it's really important when you have a support level, or in this case, a resistance, as well as the SMA. When they line up together, that kind of creates a stronger resistance, but also a stronger support if we can break it, okay? So if we can get above 43 cents here in the near future, I'm going to be super excited to say that KuCoin will likely be able to continue its progression upwards. Obviously, depending on how Bitcoin performs, will help. Bitcoin can go sideways for a little bit longer and or increase like it has so far. We're going to see a lot of good things from KuCoin. It's not dead yet. I get the question a lot like, hey, what happened to Crow? It kind of just fell off the map. Well, a lot of coins fell off the map recently, and we got to allow the market to have some kind of sentiment, more of a positive sentiment instead of the adverse that we've seen recently. And that's going to change if Bitcoin can break 41,500 or eventually 46,000, maybe even 50. Those things are going to happen. And when that does, KuCoin is going to take off. It's poised and ready with a strong foundation. Okay, so again, good stuff here from KuCoin. Looking at the 4-hour, let's go ahead and quickly note on the SMA, we're above the 50, but under 200. So kind of similar to the one-day chart where it only just reversed, obviously because it's just a slower moving time frame, faster moving time frame. And with us being in between those two moving averages, it's not terrible, but again, we want to get back up above at the 200 on the 4-hour. Once again, it's close to 43 cents. So a close above, just say 44 cents would be perfect. Okay, so we want a 44 or higher from Crow in the near future, and we'll be looking good. But on the gray side here, we're back up above 50 on the RSI. We had a MACD convergence here, so the likelihood of KuCoin continuing upwards is very high. Looking at the 1-hour, though, we got to understand here that we are all free and clear on the HTML cloud, so fantastic stuff there. Also TD sequential, nice little reset. In fact, this is better than most other coins. What I mean by that is that a lot of other coins had this continuation pattern upwards, and then they hit these last 3 little candles, whereas KuCoin going sideways has essentially hit a reset, and now we've only got a 3. So what that basically means, we could expect Crow to continue higher than other coins and not have to kind of consolidate and retrace, at least in the immediate future. Okay, so it still should consolidate and retrace eventually, but if we can break this little level here, which it's having trouble with right now, about 42.3, then we can be in good shape, because if you can see here, there's kind of a tentative shelf right now, and the price is having trouble getting past that. So a break above this and a close above 42.3 would be excellent. Once again, obviously 44 would be optimal, but we could take a close above here would be excellent, because if it were to close above that, that would give us a higher high. And that would be extremely important to start forming that instead of these lower lows and lower highs we've been seeing here recently. Okay, so in order to break that pattern, we got to see a close at the very least above 42.3, preferably 43/44. Okay, So if tomorrow comes and we see a close above 44 cents, we're going to be in really good shape. There's just no other way around it. Again, obviously, pending Bitcoin doesn't do anything stupid and obnoxious. I have to say a lot because it's been kind of stupid and obnoxious. We should expect a continuation from KuCoin. Okay. So all good stuff here. I don't see anything adverse, of course. It's just honestly looking very good. Looking better than most in that sense of the fact that it's kind of ready to take off. And it looks like it's got a good foundation too. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the volume here in the most recent, just say ever since its highest point. So we'll put that in the spectrum here. So the most recent high from Crow, which was roughly about 68 cents. Ever since then, we've seen the most amount of volume accumulation here at about 48 cents. So keep this in mind. Even though we're looking to close above 44 cents, we could very well see some resistance around 48 cents. So I want you to know that, because a close above 44 would give us a good start. Just know that when we get to that level, that when there's more volume above the current price point, then you could have potential resistances there that could be a sell wall, right? Because that's where people have taken a lot of profits in the past. They'll do it again. Kind of one of those history repeats itself things. That's why you see double tops, double bottoms, etc. But at this point in time, we're going to take one thing at a time and look at 44 cents as the next immediate target. Once we get above 44 cents, then we'll bridge the gap to be able to build more volume at a lower price point. And if you look at this here too, we got a decent amount of volume between 40 and 41 cents, right where the price is at here. So that's actually creating a nice little helpful area. And if we go ahead and zoom in a little bit further, we technically have the most amount of volume in the past 1 week worth of trading, lower than the price point right now. So that basically tells us in the last week, the price has built a good volume profile at about 40 cents, and we're currently at about 42. That's a very, very positive sign. Again, very good stuff there. I like to see that. I'm not trying to concern you and say that 48 cents is going to be a deal breaker, but it will be a key level resistance to get through. We'll get there eventually. 44 cents is the immediate target. You see a close above 44 cents, I would say add to your position. Wouldn't be terrible to even consider adding to it now. I do feel like Bitcoin is stabilizing, or we have less fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and with a nice trading day here in shape, we should be able to see continuation here from Crow soon. All right, well, I hope you found benefit, of course. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not currently a community member, consider joining. CryptoCache.tech is the site, link in the description below. I look forward to getting to know you better. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.